Well, hello everyone. Here to show you that the car's future coloring right here. As you see right here, you got Lightning McQueen, and along with it, they got the truck is like which if I can remember, his name I think is Rondi or something like that. That you got the truck right there, and from the movie Cars, and you have it right here is talking about highways, as the car so far as the car's future is talking about highways as that basically says known as for toll roads, or it could be international say highways, interstate say highways. But what you got right here is I went ahead and colored in the details. You got Lightning McQueen right here, and of course this coloring, of course, don't really have any future car design models, but I would say that maybe more likely, maybe in the next 5 or 10 years from now, that they're going to have it to where that cars that maybe would have tires, but more likely that maybe would not even be made out of rubber, that they would be made out of a higher performance plastic, or would you say that would rotate on a different angle. But working with a variety of colors here, since I got a variety of colors that right here with Lightning McQueen and talking about toll roads. And I hear a lot of times that I hear it on the news a lot of times, of course, that they talk about maybe putting toll roads for like interstate highways, interstate roads and stuff like that, for bridges and stuff. Basically, which I hear that a lot of times, which means I guess that gives drivers more room, more space to be able to drive, or is it the fact that maybe they're going to start charging you just to get on the roads, the interstates or whatever? But I hear about that, and then I also hear about the fact about them putting in separate interstates, for between truckers and drivers. And I don't know about race cars yet, but maybe by 2020, by 2021 or 22, who knows if we'll start seeing race cars on the road, practicing is like so far as who can get to this checkpoint first or something like that. But you got right here, you got entrance ramp, and then along right here you got the highways, and you got one. I would say this highway right here could be is for cars. It could be vans or say trucks or something like that. But then for the truckers, they would have something like 2 lanes. One highway could be for 2 lanes, and the other one could be for 2 lanes, and the 2 lane could be is for truckers only. But then they would have a little bit more space in between, so far as whenever they drive, and whenever they do drive, such as it's like this character right here, that is like the way he would drive, is that he of course he would get on on the entrance ramp, which I don't know the way if they build such a highway, such as where a trucker would have an entrance ramp to get onto, but then of course that he would have a little bit more room, and more likely that anything any traveling related for vehicles or whatever, you call it, more likely when they have a traffic light, you say. But let's just say that on the instance that maybe maybe the trucker would not have as many traffic lights as he would. It's like if you were to actually get on the actual interstate highway, you say it's between truckers, and say that I don't know if they may have a separate lane for bikers. Would you say for the Harley Davidsons? You say Harley Davidsons, or the MP riders, or you say, but let's just say that if they were to have maybe separate lanes, for those cars, and I would probably say that a lot of people would think that more likely, why would we want to spend our tax money on such and such type of interstates? It's such as maybe if it's not really worth the money, or maybe we just don't have the money. But a lot of people would probably say that in order to be able to expand the highways, the interstate highways, more likely, just like so far as you got planet Earth right here, and which if most of us haven't seen me color in, you say planet Earth, by most of it is by marker, but this time by crayon. But with the interstates right here, you begin to wonder that I would probably say that that you would make sure, you would probably need to make sure that you had the land to do it. That they would probably say that with the amount of land property that you have to work with, such as whatever acres that you need to be able to extend, it's like the highway, like a highway 70, or it could be a highway I-62 or whatever you got. I don't know all the highways listed on the globe, is like in the say so far as worldwide, United States, or like the United Kingdom, or it's like South Africa or wherever. But you got right here is it's like for whatever property that the state or so the county would say that they would need to buy in order to be able to expand the highways. And the way I think about it is that more likely that they could probably say that it's pretty expensive, and more likely that maybe by 2016, 17, maybe 18 or whatever, they may start working on improving some of the road spans. But let's just say, see here, add a little bit of green right here to the moon, which I put the moon right there, by the way, just to say this is that we don't think about it. It's like the road, a road that leads to whatever the destination you be going to. But I think for most younger kids to know that that while you're driving, remember is that of course is fasten the seatbelt, and then of course is to know about whenever bad weather is coming. And when most of us know whenever bad weather is coming, it's like to know about so far safe driving is if you gotta drive a little slow, then drive a little slow, and just don't interrupt for the traffic. But and then on the other hand is to run the windshield wipers, and then of course other things, make sure of course on the car insurance, make sure for so far as good car insurance is to know about the fact about that if there's a right or wrong way to say that that I have car insurance, but it is like it's not it's not covered, as you say, is by my insurance provider. It's covered by what you say, the person who claims me or something like that, a young teen that say that that their mom or aunt or whoever pays for it. But I would probably say that when you good car insurance, like you got good car insurance, and more likely it's knows it's safe of whenever you're ready to drive, is like to take a drive. But I would probably say that the highway driving would more likely be it's like the experience that I would probably get maybe later on. And of course I haven't had too much highway driving, but more likely one of these days I will. And I don't know, maybe by the time I do that, they may have one or two toll roads or something like that. These big expansive highways that already built, used to say. But so far as the car's future coloring, along with the Lightning McQueen, along with the car's character, and so far with the car's character, along with with the smiley face right here, the smile face. So far as the future of what builds, we say that that perfect road, the road for the great, for the good training, and then along with the good for the good journey. But so far as car's future and car's future color.